Hello there, it's Wally here. How can you break the addictive element of worry? How can you shift the relentless, the unchanging appetite, gratification for worry? How can you entertain a lifestyle of calm and confidence in the arena of the mind? I'm Wale Ladipo. Very quickly, two things. First, one of the most revolutionary discoveries of our generation in neuroscience and in endocrinology is the discovery that humans can be addicted to their emotions. Absolutely. We can be addicted to the continuity of our emotional worrying habit. Why? Because we've got two stress hormones that are often secreted during the stress response, during the time you perceive a threat in your internal environment or in your mind. And those two hormones are cortisol and adrenaline. And those two hormones have been linked to extreme addiction to our emotions. We can be addicted to our stress hormones. In other words, when we're going through tough times and you're producing stress chemicals all the time, what happens is that eventually the body gets addicted to the emotional chemicals, those chemical stress hormones. And before you know it, if that persists for more than 21 days up to 6 months, you realize that you cannot but worry. You cannot do the work without the propensity to worry. Now, how can you change that? How can you shift the temptation of allowing the mind to run your consciousness and to run your mind? The mind running the mind and the mind controlling the body. How can you shift that? The number one suggestion today is to procrastinate on your worry. I've taught this around the world. I've taught this many times. Procrastinate on your worry. Tonight, when your mind wants to result into that default mindset of sitting down and worry about everything that is not going right, say to yourself, I tell you what, I'm not going to worry now. I'm going to procrastinate on this worry. I'm going to make sure that I don't worry today, but I'm going to give myself some time. Perhaps tomorrow morning around 10 a.m. I'm off work. I'm going to sit down 10 a.m. exactly on my worrying chair and worry for 5 minutes or for 10 minutes. You have to decide a time. And that is very powerful. What you're doing there is that you are basically, you are delaying the gratification effect of the amygdala. The amygdala is part of the emotional brain that alerts the body of dangers. So the amygdala is used to you worrying at a certain time, and it's used to you worrying and freaking out many times. So if you delay the gratification of worry, you are one step closer to transformation. Continue to delay. Now, if you delay that you're going to worry tomorrow, make sure by 10 a.m. tomorrow, you sit down on your worry chair and worry. Once you worry, immediately this 5 minutes or 10 minutes that you've designed for that particular worrying habit, rise up. And we usually ask people to do the 5-second rule. 5-second rule. 5, 4, 2, 3, 1. Just blast off. After 5, 4, 2, 3, 1, blast off. In other words, change your mind. Worrying is over. Move into one positive thing that you want to do after the worry. If you can suffocate the propensity to worry for at least 21 days, you are on your way of breaking the habitual element of the electrochemical addiction of the mind and the body. So I'm Wale Oladipo. I hope this is useful. The second thing you could do is to actually begin to visualize you. Visualize the mind. You visualize you as someone, as a mind of calm, a mind of confidence, a mind that is in control of moments of chaos, of moments of adversities. So the more you visualize yourself every day of being able to have a calm mind, the more powerful your emotional resilience is. And that is very, very powerful. So I hope this has been useful today. I'm Wale Lajipo. Like this, and send it to someone who has a tendency to worry. Perhaps it could be that bridge to what that person needs for transformation. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.